Life is like a riddle. You'll get left out if you don't do right. You'll be stuck in the middle.
What's up? You're watching Media EYEcon Live, and I am Media EYEcon, and this is Beneath the Lyrics. Today I have with me Cobell Damu. How you doing tonight?
I'm alright.
Great. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with a couple of questions. Cobell Damu, like, what made you think of that name?
Actually, one of my close friends, like almost my brother, he was drafting up names one day and trying to figure out, what's a good name for me, and we just came up with it, and that's what it is. It just happened. I was fucking with it, so we went ahead and just, that's what it was.
Okay, so Cobell, or Damu, can I call you Damu for short?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so Damu, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. It's a little past Dallas.
Okay.
I grew up in the Dallas area, but I'm from Fort Worth.
Okay, and when's your birthday? How old are you?
August 19th, 1993, so I'm 20.
20, you're young again, all right? Getting started a little early. So what would you say, like, when did you get started? When did you realize music was your passion?
It was real early. I actually, of course, I sung before I rapped or whatever, so choir like 5, 6, I was singing, singing in the choir, so it just happened, so it's something I felt like I was always supposed to do. It came too natural, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
All right, so with your music, I know everybody has their reason behind their lyrics and everything like that, but what is your message? What are you trying to get out there?
My message is I got different messages. It just depends on the song, but as an overall message, I want to help everybody be a better them. Okay. So if you, it's like I'm a fan of progressive, just being progressive. If you, let's say you're trying to be a parent, if you're trying to be a parent, learn that craft, be the greatest you can be at that craft. Learn everything, be obsessed with it. You know what I mean? Just trying to get as close as perfection as you can, and basically letting people know that struggle, that shit, none of that shit don't matter. You can do whatever.
Right.
Always.
Definitely, always go for what you want. No matter what holds you back.
Yeah.
Be who you are. Okay, so what would you say your best song is? Like, if you had to put a song out there in the world today, right now, for everybody to listen to, everybody to jam, what song would it be?
I don't know. I got personal favorite songs. I got songs that I know what I was going to do when I wrote the song. So that would be my favorite. But then it's a song called "Answers of the Springs." I just when I made the song, I was feeling a certain type of way. I was going through a lot at the time. But the song I would probably put out that most people are feeling anyway, so that's why I would put it out, is a song called "Catch Up."
Catch Up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually did hear a little bit about it.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's probably the one. But I love "Answers of the Springs" just because of I know what's happening. I knew what was going on at the time. So yeah.
Okay. Another question. What would you say would be your hardest times throughout, like, just writing music, making songs, being out there? What would be your hardest time?
The hardest time as far as composing music, or you saying like as far as life-wise?
Well, I guess life, but like with the music. Like, what would be your hardest struggle, I guess, with the music, with just making music, period? Is there a struggle for you?
For me, the composition of music, like I said, I've been doing this. Is everything for me is natural. I don't have to force music, so that comes. But as far as like trying to find out what I want to do and what I want to tell people and what I want to represent me is the hardest for me.
Okay.
And like I didn't life-wise, that makes what my music is at the time. So whatever I'm going through, I didn't went through shit where like, my stepdaddy been on cocaine, or we don't have nowhere to live, shit like this. So whatever at that time period, whatever I'm feeling, this is what the music gonna be, and it's gonna keep me like this. So time come by, and I'm paid. I got $1 million, and I made it, and it's like my story gonna be shit. I made it, and I did it this way. You can do it. It's possible. That's what it's gonna be then. But right now, it's struggle. It's all I can talk about. It's all I know right now. So.
That's really very true to your music. It's not really many artists out there, like that anymore. You have your artists that come out the suburbs and rap about struggle, and it's like they probably didn't even go through that struggle.
Yeah, of course. It's at the end of the day with that kind of stuff. It's still it's just like acting, you know what I mean? Music is entertainment. It depends what you're doing it for. I do it because it's my passion. Some people do it for entertainment. They're trying to, gain financial, come up financially or whatever they're trying to do. So I don't knock the dudes, but I just don't fuck with them because it's not genuine, it's not real. Don't talk about that shit. And I'm not making it seem like I'm just the hoodest nigga, or I'm still in the hood, or I'm struggling, you know what I mean? I'm not in the suburb, but I'm not in the hood, you know what I mean? My mama worked hard to get me where she at, you know what I mean, right now. So I'm in college, you know what I mean? That's a big accomplishment for me. I never thought I was gonna be in college growing up, you know what I mean? So
speaking of accomplishments, besides college, because you say college is an accomplishment, what would you say was your biggest accomplishment with music so far? I mean, I know it's like, a young stage still, but like...
Yeah, it's still a young stage, but for me, my biggest accomplishment right now is the fact that I got a project with direction already.
Okay.
Now that I finally dropped a whole project that I feel is like, it's good enough to put out, it's good enough to represent me. I know what I want to do now, so that as of right now, it's Tales of the Blue Collar, and I'm going to do a little promo. You can get that on live mixtapes. You type in Cobell Damu, that's Cobell Damu. You'll find everything. So right now, that's my biggest accomplishment right now.
Okay, all right. So you have stuff out there. I know I've been seeing it on Twitter, going up and down my timeline. So I definitely, and I myself, listen to your music. So it's really good. What would you say, like, is your next plan? Like, I know you say you found your project and all stuff, but what is your next plan?
My next plan, everything I do, I try to take a manifest destiny idea to it. Like I'm trying to expand. So right now it's just I want to reach people's ears. It's the only way. I got the music, I got everything. Now it's just letting people hear. So right now it's working on building a bigger fan base and just expanding a little bit more, stuff like that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cobell Damu. Like, this is really good. I really appreciate you coming tonight. Again, y'all, listen to his music. Go ahead and tell them where they can listen to some of your stuff.
Again, live mixtapes. Yeah, I'm sure everybody know about live mixtapes. Live mixtapes, you type in either Cobell Damu, which is Cobell Damu, or you could type in Tales of the Blue Collar, and I just switched the E and the U, so it's BLEU instead of BLUE. So find it like that, or you can find me on Twitter, Cash and Charisma. It's N, not the word N. You can find me on Instagram at Cobell Damu. So yeah.
And all that stuff should be on your screen. So if you want to contact him, do some sounds with him. Yeah. I mean, personally, I support. Like, he's really good. So, but other than that, thank you so much. I know we have another interview coming up with you and one of your friends. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. So stay tuned. Okay, what's up? We're watching Media EYEcon live. I am Media EYEcon, and I'm sitting here with Cobell Damu and his friend Cobell. Okay, so Cobell is a close friend of Cobell, and basically we wanted to just get a little insight of somebody else's perspective on him. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I mean, there's a lot I can say, but shit, this is my partner, of course. I don't really fuck with a lot of people. Excuse my language. But I got a clothing line, and I don't really fuck with people that's about their business. I'm a quiet dude. I keep to myself. Everything else you have to just find out.
All right.
Just find out, because I just do shit to do it. So.
Okay. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about how did you meet Damu?
And I met him my freshman year in college. I'm a junior now. I met him at the rec. We was hooping. Me and my other partners, we was running the court, and we needed another person, so we picked him up, and we just started chopping it up after that. I realized I had a class with him, and we just hit it off. Like, I normally don't even mess with people like that. Like, I see you, and you know what I'm saying, I like, what's up, whatever, be cordial, but with him instead, I kind of saw myself in him, and it made us, real tight, real close, you know what I'm saying, so. Now I see him not as a friend, but like as my brother. So. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Going over to his music, what would you say? How would you say his progression has been since like he first started? Or
oh man.
Since you know him.
Ooh. Let's see. He went from Kids Bop to some shit. To some mainstream type shit. Like I've over the summer when he dropped his mixtape, you know, I was promoting it and everything, and I listened to his mixtape, and I had downloaded some other mixtapes that just dropped from people that's already on mainstream, you know, making millions. And I'm listening to their mixtapes and I'm skipping through songs, you know, like this shit trash, this booty, what the fuck? Then I listen to, you know, I'm listening to his mixtape straight through, like damn, this, you know, he's spitting real, you know, harder shit than these niggas that's out there. Everybody just gassing up. So, you know, I'm saying he just, at first, when he first made that first mixtape my freshman year, he made that shit in the night. And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it was, at first, you know, I was thinking that shit was cool and shit. But then now that we sit back and look at that shit was trash. Yeah. It was trash. He deleted that shit off everything and he just started from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And it's
in the night.
Yeah, he did it in the night. In the night. Oh, I was asleep and I ain't hear none of the mixtape until we went to that. Yeah, the next morning. Then we went to Dallas so he can record it at the studio. And it's yeah. We done been through some shit. We done been all over. We done been all over the world with this shit. Not really, but I don't know, Texas with this shit.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you say will be your favorite song? I'm pretty sure all his songs are great, but like, you know, one that really just like this single right here, like this is the song.
Shit, for me, like the song that just make me want to just go hard is either Heart of an Intern or Bucket List. Well, it's really called Young Nigga Bucket List, but Bucket List. Okay. It's Bucket List. He talking about all the shit that he gotta get in. You know what I'm saying? It just make me want to just go out and hustle and go hard at what I do with my clothes and shit. So it triggers, you know, good music. Real music, I ain't say good music, but real music, it triggers something inside you so you can relate. It has that emotion and that passion into it. And when you listen to his music and you going through something, you might, you know what I'm saying, most of the time you going to relate to something that he's saying because he's speaking real stuff. Just as if you would listen to a Drake song and everybody claimed that, you know, Drake get them in their feelings and stuff like that. It's not that. He's making real music and it's touching that soft spot inside you, you know what I'm saying, to make you be like, damn, you know, this is some quality shit. And that shit, the good music is actually gonna be here forever. That other shit is just gonna fade away. Like all that turn up shit and all that's bullshit that's gonna fade away. But that real music is gonna be here forever, and I feel like his music is gonna be here forever, even after we gone and shit. So.
Okay. So what would you say you see in him compared to other artists, like other artists, even if it's not like mainstream artists, but what would you say that it's something you see in him that other people don't have?
Man, I see a lot of these dudes out here, you know, they claim they rap and they, you know, they go so hard and they the hardest rapper out and all this shit. But when I look at them niggas, I just can't feel them. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that passion. Like I can read people. I got a spirit of discernment, so I can see it. Like, boy, you're not serious about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that love. I ask people this all the time. They do something. I'm like, you willing to give your last dollars? You know what I'm saying? To put it into your craft. And a lot of times it's unbelievable, but they be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I gotta eat or some shit, but in order to eat, you gotta sacrifice. If you sacrifice for your craft, so say you sacrifice your last dollar and put it into your craft, and you might make a hit fucking single, and that shit just change your life. You gonna eat forever, you good. So why save that dollar when you can just invest it into yourself, into your future? But I feel like he can do it. He does it. He does that shit. He stays up late at night. I'm surprised he sleep. You know what I'm saying? He used to call me in the summer and shit, because he from Dallas. I'm from Houston. He used to call me, hey, should I do this? And I'd be like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say what he was doing. But he did, even though I said no, he'll do it anyway, because, you know what I'm saying? He's that passionate about the shit. Like, he willing to get in trouble for this shit. Like, he really is about the shit that he be talking about. These other rappers out here, they claiming they hard, trapping, and, you know, hitting licks on people. That shit ain't. I know a lot of these niggas is not doing that shit. Most of these niggas are in college or was in the suburbs. This nigga's actually been in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Getting his hands dirty himself. So I see a lot of myself in him. Although I don't do the same shit that he be doing.
I mean, hustle's a hustle.
Yeah, hustle. Yeah, he a hustler. That's what he is. He ambitious. You know, and that's what I like about that. That's what I like about him. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's how we click, because our minds on the same level with a lot of shit. So that's what I feel.
That's good. That's really good. Well, it seems like, you know, y'all have this strong bond of friends, and that's really good to see. Especially, it seems like he has a great support system within his friends and everything. So I wish you the best, whatever you do, Damu. I really do. And I'm definitely gonna have you back on the show with Trendsetters to talk about your line. But for now, that's it. Again, like I said, you're watching Media EYEcon Live. Information at the bottom where you can listen to his mixtapes and all of the above. And so yeah, Media EYEcon out.
Cobell Damu.